I'm going to show you how to shade using oil pastels. So this is basically what it will look like when you're done. You're going to have your darkest values and your lightest values, and then we're going to apply it to the circle below. So you will need 3 pastels, black, white, and 1 color. Okay, if your pastels are messy, mine are pretty clean, but if they're messy, you can just take a paper towel and twist, and it will take off all of the other pastel colors that you don't want. So you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna start just doing exactly what it says. So it says black plus a color. And if you might know that if you had too much black, it will overtake a color. So we're just gonna start with a little bit. You can always add more later on if you want, but we're gonna start with just a little bit. Then I'm gonna go back and blend it with my color, pressing hard. So I press lightly with the black, and then I'm gonna press really hard with my color. Okay, and you can just do a little section if you don't wanna fill in the whole space. Then the next section, it's gradually gonna get lighter, so I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of black there. Go ahead and blend really hard and press really hard with my green. Now if you look, they kind of look the same. So I'm gonna go back and add a little bit more black to my last value here to darken it up, because I want a nice gradual transition from dark to light. And I'll just kind of blend a little bit more here, kind of blend that black. Okay, then the middle says color. So I'm just gonna do a swatch of color, pressing hard with my pastel. And then you can see it says color plus white. So what I'm gonna do here is start by just putting a little bit of color first, like that. Then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna press really hard with my white and blend it. Okay, now if you look, it's a really big jump from dark to light. So I'm gonna add just a little more color on top so it's a nice smooth transition from dark to light. It's not such a big jump. Okay, and then my last one, a little bit of color and then some white. And this should be my lightest value. Okay, just like that. So I have my dark all the way to my light value. Then I'm gonna basically take this value scale and apply it to the circle below. So right now it's flat, it's 2-dimensional. We're gonna turn it into a form. So when you're shading, you wanna shade with the shape of your object. So since this is a circle, I'm starting just like I did right here, pressing lightly with my black. But as you can see, I'm using curved marks because I'm shading with the shape of the object instead of coloring straight up and down, like that. Then I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna blend, try to stay inside that shape if I can. I'm gonna blend using my color, press really hard. Try to mix them together, and then I'm gonna kind of get to the middle of the circle, which will be just my color here. Once again, still using curved marks, trying to fill in all those white spaces and blend as I go. Okay, and then as I move across, I'm going to the color plus white. I'm gonna try to press lightly with my color, like this. And then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna press really hard with my white pastel. Okay, and you'll notice it's a big jump from my middle to my light value. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna blend by using a little bit more green or my color over top, so it's more of like a smooth transition, and I'm kind of get more like a value like this. Okay, and then even my darkest value probably could be a little bit darker towards the back of the circle. So I'm gonna add just a little more black. So you can always go back and kind of add a little bit more black or color or white. But if you start out with a little bit, then you can always add more at the end if you need to. There, and it should look like that. We brought the circle to life, and we used all of our values from the value scale.